Hello everyone, it's Becky here and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a new video. I hope you are all doing well, and today I have another book haul video for you, which comes as a surprise to me as well because I did a book haul video quite recently, but oh well, it was my name day last week, which is something I will get into in a minute, but it was the time when I just decided, you know what, there were a couple books which I really wanted to buy for quite a while. Although it ended up being slightly bigger number than what I originally planned. First I thought it's gonna be 1 or 2 books, ended up being 4, but never mind. And I decided that in this video I would like to show those books to you and maybe give you some inspiration of the books you might read possibly as next, or just simply show you because I'm way too excited about them. So without further ado, I will just start, but I also wanted to tell you a little bit about what the name day actually is, because when I asked you last week on my Instagram post whether you know what the name day is or whether you are familiar with this, I think 80% of you who voted, you said that you have no idea. So for those of you who already know what the name day is, feel free to skip to the book haul part, and for those of you who would like to know, just there it is. Basically, name days is something we celebrate in Slovakia, but it's also in different countries across the Europe. I think it might be even like worldwide, but I'm not really sure if it's a thing in like America, for example. But in Europe, it comes mostly from a Christian tradition. In the past, people were celebrating a certain names which were associated with names of the saints, for example. But in these days, it's not really about a religion tradition anymore, but basically in Slovak calendar, you have one name written for every single day in the calendar, which means that the person with that specific name is celebrating name day every single year on the same date. So for example, 12th of September, let's say 12th of September, the name written in the calendar is Maria, which is like Slovak equivalent of Mary. And that means that Mary or Maria is celebrating her name day every single year on the 12th of September. Every single woman in Slovakia who has name Maria or Mary is celebrating name day, and that basically goes around for every single year. And also another day there is another person written in the calendar, so a person with that name is celebrating on the specific day every single year. I hope this makes sense, but it's a similar concept as birthday. That's basically the same for us and as in the rest of the world. So you have the birthday cake, you're celebrating the day you were born, and you get some gifts. For name day, it's very similar concept of the celebration, but it's less significant than birthday. So for example, most of the time you do not have like name day cake, but whilst you are a child, usually you will get some presents from your family, and then when you are older one, you do have some sort of like family gathering or some little party with your friends, and it's just something nice to celebrate. So that's the concept of it. I hope it makes sense, which I just told you, and please let me know if you do celebrate name days, and if yes, which country you are from, and if it's something new to you, just let me know what do you think of it, because I think it's amazing, and I think that especially here in the UK, people are missing a lot when they do not celebrate name day, because it's actually another reason to buy books or anything else, or just celebrate another lovely day. And I would really love to know how about you, whether you celebrate it, whether you are familiar with this concept, and anything else you have to say about this. Right, and now moving to the book haul because I cannot wait. So the first book I bought is this one called Anatomy: A Love Story. Hope you can see it, yes. And this is a book which I found in the Waterstones the other day when I was there, and I just checked online, and I absolutely love how the book sounds. This is a historical fiction which is based in Edinburgh in, I believe, 1817 or something like that. And it's about this young woman who more than anything wants to be a surgeon, and she wants to become a doctor. But because of the time period when it's set in, obviously she is wrong gender, so she is not allowed to attend the classes, and everybody, they are like, oh no, you cannot do this because you are a woman. But she is really determined to, you know, achieve her goals and become a surgeon. So one day she makes a deal with the professor at the college, I believe, and he says that if she managed to pass the exams, she can start studying this. However, she is not allowed to go to classes, so she needs to study by herself. And also another thing which she needs, obviously in those times you cannot really study with internet, so she needs like human bodies for examinations and for studying. And luckily at some point in this book she meets a young man called Jack, who is working as, and I have no idea how to pronounce it, resurrection. Basically, he works with dead bodies. So, for example, when there is some murder happening and you have, for example, dead body on the shore or something, he is the one who goes there, picks up the body and just takes it away. And they two meet, and obviously there is some sort of love story going on between them, and he helps her to achieve her goal, which to me sounds absolutely amazing, because this is supposed to be some almost like horror gothic novel romance book, and I just cannot wait because it's set in Scotland and about women wanting to be a doctor and surgeon, and I just love how it sounds. Also, the cover is absolutely stunning. I love it because it's also pinkish. So yeah, this is the first book. The book number 2, which I bought, which was actually an accident, which I did not plan to buy, and I completely forgot that this book exists. But when I was buying this one in Waterstones, when I also went to have little like celebrational cake and tea for my name day, I came across this book, Watering the Soul, which I'm sure you remember. There is this one author called Courtney Peppernell, who is a poet, and she is the one who wrote Pillow Thoughts collection, which is something I've been praising here on this channel many times, and I absolutely love it. It's the best thing I have ever read when it comes to poetry, or even just in general, because I love it so much. And this is another book from her, which I knew that it exists, but I completely forgot that I wanted to buy it. And as I was leaving Waterstones, I found this book there, and I'm like, you're coming with me, you know. Absolutely stunning, cute cover. And as you can see, I already read it. I read it within one single morning, right next day when I woke up. I am not gonna tell you anything about this yet, because I do want to do a wrap-up video very soon, which I was planning to do for ages ago, but hopefully I will get into it soon. And this is just basically another book with her poetry and her work, but mostly I would say focused on like self-love and healing your soul after, you know, some stuff you've been through. But again, made me cry so many times, and I absolutely loved it. When I bought the book, I had no idea what is it about, but I just saw it and I'm like, I need this, because I loved Pillow Thoughts collection. So yeah, this is the book number 2, and I am super excited. Definitely will reread it at some point again. The third book which I bought is not actually a book properly for reading, but it's this sort of journal, which I absolutely love, for Scottish Munros, because I mentioned even on my Instagram previously that I do love nature, I do love hiking, and in Scotland there are Munro Hills, which is something which been on my bucket list. There is 282 Munros in Scotland, and I would just love to go and hike all of them. So far I only been to 2 of them, and this is like little journal which I found and I really wanted. And the lovely thing is that at the beginning, at the end of the book, you have the list of all the 282 Munros with their heights and also where they are based. And also the great thing is that every single Munro has the translation of its name, because most of the names are in Gaelic, so it's very difficult to pronounce it, or you don't really know what that means, but then right next to it you have an explanation of the name. So that's something really amazing. Not really book to read, but I was just way too excited. I wanted to show you. And then the last book which I bought, and it literally came 20 minutes before I started to film this video, and I'm super excited because it's Persuasion. And today, because I'm filming this on Monday, for 4th of July, and today the Persuasion read-along begins, and I'm very excited because this is one of those books which originally I did not plan to purchase, but I decided, since I'm participating in this read-along, it would be lovely to have a physical copy. And I found this one on in one online secondhand store, and I just decided to buy it, and I got the Collins edition, which is lovely because I never really own Collins Classics edition, and this one is used already, but I don't really mind, I don't really care, as long as no pages are missing, which shouldn't, it's all good with me. So this is another book which I purchased, and the last one. Right. I am so happy from those books. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you read any of these books. For example, if you're familiar with Courtney Peppernell and her poetry, if you are familiar with the anatomy book, and if you read it already, because this is supposed to be quite a new release, if I remember correctly. So I'm very excited to read that one, and please let me know about your relationship to Nameday, if you know it, if you celebrate it, if yes, where are you from, because I would love to know. And yes, that's me and my little book haul, and I will see you with another video very soon. Take care. Bye.